Blasting in the brains of these hoes and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This shit is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside.
What is up, you guys? My name is Carnage, and today I'm bringing you a search and destroy gameplay on the map Seatown using the Model 1887. Yep, I know that's not a very common one, and it really, when I was thinking about this, I'm using a gun that's from MW3. I'm using a lot of perks that were in MW2, and so I kind of felt that I'm using one of my older intros, so I kind of just felt like this video had like an MW2 feeling. I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I'm using the Model 1887 with the damage proficiency and obviously with no attachments because it is the only gun in the game that is a primary that has no attachments. The entire rocket launcher category has no attachments because obviously you can't really put an attachment on a rocket. I don't think you can really put a red dot sight on an RPG and like, oh, okay, better sight lines. Maybe you can, I don't know, but obviously in this game you cannot. So I'm using with no attachment, and I'm using the 5.7 with Akimbo, I believe, as my secondary, which has become my favorite secondary as of late because the only really time that I need to pull out a secondary is when it's like I've completely run out of ammo and I just need to put bullets down range quickly, and pistols are the quickest thing to turn to, and it has pretty good range and a lot of ammo capacity, so it really has a lot of good things going for it, and I truly enjoy using it. I would go as far to say that it's probably the best secondary for search, with the exception of maybe the MP9 and those god forbidly overpowered FMGs. So now that I'm thinking about it, it's the best pistol. Let's put it that way. So moving on to perks, I'm using Extreme Conditioning Pro, Hardline Pro, and SitRep Pro, and my specialist kill streak perks are Dead Silence Pro, Quickdraw Pro, and Assassin Pro. So a little bit different of a setup, but obviously for a different gun, which is the Model 1887, which really doesn't have a lot going for it. You really have to change up your style of play for it. I think I had 13-1 this game, which is pretty damn good if you ask me for the model, which is it's not really that great of a gun when you think about it. Even with damage, it doesn't have a lot going for it. When it comes to close range maps like Seatown, which become a lot more CQB when in search game types, it has advantages, but there's a lot of times you would say if you ended up dying because you got a hit marker, you'd say, well, if I had the Spaz 12, I would have been able to pump action. I would have been able to had a higher rate of fire in order to kill him. And then if you're using the A12, you'd say, oh, I could have just hit fired him for days because I would never have to reload. So I mean, there's a lot of different options, and I would say it's probably the worst shotgun in the game. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a shotgun in the game that I would take over that I would not take over this. Kind of mixed up the words there in the sentence. But so I mean, it's not very good, but man, when you get a kill with it, it's very, very satisfying because it's like, wow, I was able to actually kill someone with this thing. So you have to play very strategic, very tactically, and that's very hard to do, especially when you're playing single player, when you're playing by yourself, because you can't really rely on like your teammates. Okay, you got this left flank, you got the bridge, you got underground, you got this kind of stuff, all these other callouts, so you can have people on your team helping you with. When you're playing solo, you can't really rely on teammates, because I'd say in Search and Destroy, I'd say maybe 30% of the people have mics. So that's really going only to say that of 5 people, only 1 or 2 of them might have mics. So you can't really rely on them to cover your back, your left, your right, that kind of stuff. So it's very, very, very difficult to do good with the model in solo. In teams, you know, it's not much better, but it is. You won't die as much, but there's no guarantee that you're gonna get more kills. The only time that this gun truly is like really good is when you get the specialist bonus, because then if you're using damage, you get range too, and that really helps your one-shot capabilities. Still up when it comes to really, really close range where like you're basically touching them and they can knife you, then you don't really want to. It's not really that comfortable, to say the least. You're kind of I get kind of nervous at least using it, but when you have the specialist bonus, this gun actually becomes very useful, because not only do you get the sprint bonus, obviously, so you're running faster, but you have the range, you have the damage, and you have a lot going for you when you have the specialist bonus. So I believe I'm using portable radar with the. I get kind of lucky that I don't die. I'm using the portable radar, which I normally don't use. I usually use stuns because I think portable radar is kind of cheap. But when it comes to the model, I need every advantage I can get. So I decided to slap on the portable radar, and I don't even think it really contributes to really any kills this game. It might contribute to 1 or 2, but not a lot. Most of the time, I'm getting kills on people where I'm suspecting them to be, or they just happen to. I'm playing the objective, and they happen to be coming around. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay where I talked about the model a little bit. Leave me your opinions on what you think about the model. And with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye.